All right. Well, let's get to the story about Khashoggi, because the CIA now has said that they have fairly significant evidence that MBS was aware of this. Now, it also is the most obvious answer that Khashoggi was, that Mohammed bin Salman was involved in this. First, let's start with Donald Trump being asked if he's letting MBS get away with murder. And here is Donald Trump's, essentially his statement. I mean, they released another statement that was all about justifying this position, but this is the position.
Are you letting the Saudis get away with murder, murdering a journalist?
This is about America first. They're paying us $400 billion plus to purchase and invest in our country. That's probably the biggest amount ever paid to the United States.
Don't you believe the CIA?
They didn't make a determination. And it's just like I said, I think it was maybe he did, maybe he did. They did not make that assessment. The CIA has looked at it. They've studied it a lot. They have nothing definitive.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are asking, like, why would Donald Trump be so hesitant to hold the Saudis responsible for this, and particularly MBS? And the argument that it's about jobs and money is obviously bunk. I mean, people have debunked this all over the place. The deal is closer to $28 billion, and it goes to Lockheed Martin, and they're creating less than 1,000 jobs.
Close.
So close. It's so big. So big.
What, do you have $28 billion?
Yeah, I mean, and the number keeps inflating. Like, even this debunking was like, every time he mentions the $110 billion arms, like today it was like $400 billion, wasn't it? It just keeps going up. He just pulls a number out. The
Dynamic scoring.
The more accurate answer as to what is motivating Donald Trump, I think, possibly could be found in a May 19th, 2018 piece in the New York Times by Mark Mazzetti, Ronan Bergman, and David Kirkpatrick. Headline: Trump Jr. and other aides meet with Gulf emissary offering help to win election. Donald Trump Jr., the president's eldest son, 3 months before the 2016 election, was part of a small group gathered at Trump Tower. One of the people there was an Israeli specialist in social media manipulation. Another was an emissary for two wealthy Arab princes, one of whom, those Arab princes, was Mohammed bin Salman. The third was Eric Prince from Blackwater. The emissary, George Nader, said that the princes who led Saudi Arabia and the UAE were eager to help his father win the election. They made some type of deal. The Israeli social media guy ended up getting paid a couple $1 million after the election. Nader was brought in multiple times into the campaign. Not the type of profile that you would have if your offer of help was rejected. But the question becomes, like, is Donald Trump really the type of person to get help being elected and then just be incredibly loyal? For instance, let's say you were the first senator who came out and supported Donald Trump. Would he be loyal to you even if you killed somebody? And your name was Jeff Sessions? I think the answer would probably be no. I mean, I don't even think this is like a tit for tat type of situation, the way that Trump is acting. He may have some deal. Donald Trump Jr. may have some deal. Kushner may have some deal. Or the Saudis may have information that would be dangerous for them to share with other people about Donald Trump or Donald Trump Jr. Like, I mean, they made a deal. It is unclear what that deal was. And Donald Trump's loyalty is been proven time and time again to not necessarily be super
loyal.
deep.
The most loyal.
It's very strange. It's very strange what's going on here. Now, I will say that a lot of the players who were talked about in this piece, they've already talked to Mueller. Or they have been talking to Mueller. So we will probably find out. I have a feeling when Mueller ends up bringing out his report, if he does, that it's going to be much wider in its range than we anticipate. There may be some elements about Russia. There may be more. I mean, the collusion stuff seems to be pretty much of a slam dunk at this point. When you're trying to prosecute Comey, I mean, I would like to prosecute Comey, but it would be more like under the Seder bylaws.